The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll look to throw here. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The ball
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed, because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A throw over the middle, taken in, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep. 36.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
The pass.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain.
So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The 1st down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gerwin. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Chris Conley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, 49ers nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
46-yard line.
And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Space to maneuver at the 40. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Yeah, that's what I do. Check, boys.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, baby, boom. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Oh, Dorian, 70. Mike's 59. Mike.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Mike, check, 59, 59. Watch.
They'll try and throw for it here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Check curls.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
6-yard line.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 49.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
59, Mike. 18, Pioneer. Check.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yo. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that one will fall incomplete.
Mahomes pass.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Now it's Mahomes again. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Texans.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down at the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
But if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 14. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Mahomes pass.
Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. First down, a run with Cohen. And some room to roam now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
2nd and goal.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Texans 23, 49ers 15. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down. To a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Alexander. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
3rd and 4. And this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Mahomes now to throw. Smith catches left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down, Texans.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And the Texans.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gurley. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Second and 9 now. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and goal at the Niners' 14-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 29-yard
and Bailey able to knock it through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
A loss of 18 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They're going to look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Texans 26, 49ers 23.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Texans, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game.